My axe wound.
Al was shooting where like his hand was coming out of the zipper of his pants. The back of his ass. And they were
Okay.
I think that's a great character.
Real question: has anyone ever done puppets like that?
Do I look okay? Do I look good?
Look great. You've changed your hair since we last.
I know.
Saw each other.
It's for a new upcoming role. I just knew this was going to be kind of high maintenance.
They're still casting you. Things.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was used to it, so that it was one less thing to worry about when we actually do production.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks great.
Thank
you. It looks
you.
great. I can't wait to hear more about it. But
I know.
Obviously, we're here today with very specific points to be speaking on.
It's so crazy how far we've come.
Yeah.
And now that like we're here, we can talk, we can share ideas. Like before,
Yeah.
it would have been like, you know, like cat fight.
Cat fight.
And now we're little besties. Yee! I know. Because, I mean, I don't want to like, you know, talk too much about myself, but like give me your perspective when we were on Saving Ragathor together. That was the first time we ever worked together. I mean, like that was the start of this whole like, you know.
Yeah.
I want to know like what your first impression was.
Oh my God, you know Bertha. What a small world after all.
Very small world. Yeah.
That's
She's got it all.
Yeah.
Shit's never going away. That's all I'm saying. Amen.
By the time we had met, I was already so deep into my role for that film, Daniel, Sorcerer of the Eight Deltas, and I can tell you what Daniel thought of you, if that's easier.
Honestly, yes, go for it.
Not a fan.
And that's
Not a fan.
So valid.
And I think it comes from a place of insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
You were insecure around me, not my own. And I think that worried me. You know, here we are working on a project. Obviously, Alex, you know, trusted me enough to be such a pivotal role in the film. And here you come along.
Yeah.
And
so many moving parts.
you're not gonna.
We're throwing a wrench in it.
You're just certainly not gonna, you know, be good enough for it. But we've all seen the movie, right?
And then now we know.
And that's not even that bad.
I know. Honestly, I thought that doing maybe an average job would have served the movie
it served
better.
The movie perfectly.
I would hate to overact and overshadow anyone.
Yeah.
And when you said that, you know, it was more Daniel didn't like me. Mm-hmm. It's like I didn't get to meet you.
Yeah.
I only got to meet Daniel. And so I didn't get to see the Layne underneath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
of course.
Which I commend you for. I mean, the layers on layers, but it was such a breath of relief when we were done and we wrapped up and we could start to do press, because I could finally meet you, and Daniel was boxed away. He was done. We're on to the next chapter. And I think there was so much pressure on that movie. I mean, Alex's brain.
Brilliant.
So big. Such a great brain. But
dense. In a good way.
Dense.
Of course.
Packed full of like ideas and motivations and intentions.
Yeah.
and conventions.
And neurons.
Yes. And I think like there was so much pressure to deliver to the fan base, and like it felt, I mean, it's a fantastical like movie. It's a big production.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, super self-contained.
I mean the budget alone.
The budget was enormous. And so I think, I mean, that pressure just, it let me see how I respond to pressure and how y'all respond to pressure.
Yeah.
And I mean, it seems like nothing phases you. It seems like nothing like matters to you, which I think is crazy. And I wish I had that.
Yeah.
To just not care about anything or anyone else. But I mean, here we are. Now we're able to be in the same room without banging at each other's throats. No, I don't. And yeah, I mean, Saving Ragathor was so long ago, though.
How many milligrams are we talking?
Milligrams. These are all homemade. Just pop a couple of those in there.
A couple of them?
You don't have.
They just
Oh
have
my
to-
god.
Oh, I'm more.
It tastes like gasoline. It's actually so good.
I'm getting hints of sulfur.
I've heard of this creature who can maybe help find your friend.
Yeah. Well, tell me about your newest project. Was it as intense? I mean, certainly after watching the movie,
Yeah.
it seemed like it had to have been very tense on set.
White Grackle was like my first endeavor into the more like artsy side
Yeah.
of things.
And it showed. It showed.
I mean, some of those sequences, I mean, more on the abstract side. And I think that was something really cool to tap into. I think being in a dancer's brain is just, I mean, I was being in a dancer's brain, but also in a bird brain, you know? And I don't know if you've ever done that, but trying to fit how big my brain is into a tiny brain.
Yeah, a bird's skull.
I know. There's going to be some carnage. And I think that, I mean, there was getting inside the bird brain, representing Austin before liberalism, getting along with my co-star. I mean, it was so many moving parts, just like Saving Ragathor, but in a different way, different genre. I think it was honestly amazing. Honestly, I was supposed to have this hair for it.
Oh, really?
But they thought that a more natural look, like my more natural hair was more true to it, with like the grittier side of like dance, like the ugly like underbelly and like the way that grackles are. I mean, just like completely raw.
Nasty.
I think it was one of my favorites to work on. I'm very excited to get it out there. And I think that, I don't know, I think it will shape a lot of people's perspectives about birds, dancing, just the pressure, working for bread. I mean, liberalism, you know, they, thems, just like, there's so many issues going on with, I mean, there's so many layers to it politically and just like mentally. It was really nice to be in an intellectual space, I think.
Yeah, how did you fare, do you think?
You know, I think it made me smarter, actually, like being in there.
I wouldn't have,
I know, and which is not something that I'd felt before.
No.
I don't think so. You know, I'm not really getting picked for roles for my brain, which I think is...
And I don't think anyone's accused you of that.
And I think it's super subversive, actually. I mean, people out here are trying to, you know, women are trying to get picked for auditions because of their intellect.
Yeah.
What happened to being pretty? Like, I just like...
It's beyond me.
Yeah. And I mean, you were just in People magazine for being pretty. I mean, like, what's wrong with just looking good? Why do we have to...
I mean, I certainly don't have many other qualities.
Yeah. If you use your brain too much, what are you going to give on set? What are you going to give? What are you going to tap into?
That's so true.
So real.
Is that the philosophy you bring to most of most of your projects, or just about art in general?
I think, brain has a lot to do with it, but I think for me, I mean, acting, just like, it's all eyeballs, seeing, like, visuals. Because I think of things as, like, mirror, window, sliding glass door.
Oh.
You can either see yourself,
Yeah.
or see others, or see other worlds.
Wow.
So I just, I like to categorize my projects like that, and sometimes, I thought I was looking in the mirror. Uh-oh, it's a window.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And I think, like, just there's so much that you can see.
Wow.
And so much you can make other people see, that's the philosophy that I like to bring. I mean, I would love to pick your brain about yours. Your approaches.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh my God.
I think, yeah, a glass medium. I mean, there's so many. I mean, what's a camera, right? But an eye behind a window.
Exactly.
And that eye, in my eyes, has the heart of the entire world beating to bring the blood to the vessels of the eye, to the cornea and the lens and the cones and the rods.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I step in front of that window, I try and open up a window inside of here. You can't predict art.
No, you can't.
You can have intentions, expectations, but
we never see things the same way. I mean, I have awful vision.
yeah.
I have been, you know what? I've been so tempted to do a movie, no contacts, no glasses, just because I want to be able to push away what I'm seeing, so that there's more space for what other people can see.
I heard they approached you to play Ray Charles before they got.
They did.
Yeah,
And,
Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
I haven't really delved into like period pieces, biopics.
Yeah.
So like,
Biopics.
But thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Biopics.
But literally everything is connected, and I'm so glad that. I mean, we both have. We're just like so in sync. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
But no, with the Ray Charles thing, I think like I was just too nervous to emulate someone so important for like my first foray into that genre.
Yeah.
Like I would want to, if I was really gonna like get in there, I mean, I would rather play like someone like you. Like on such like a smaller scale, you know what I mean? Like Ray Charles is Ray Charles, but like I would rather I'd want to play like one of my peers.
Well, I can see. So that's probably what you want to play someone who can see. Yeah, I get
who can
what you're
see
saying.
like similar height and stature and build and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
But do you want one, by the way? I'm not trying to tempt you, but
Sure.
I might be blind, but I ain't stupid.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. You've been here before, you know what we're called. Get ready. Lips of an Angel. Oh my goodness, it's so good to be back with you, Stephanie. How are you?
It's so great to be back with you, Catherine. I have had such a great time over this winter break, and it's so nice to finally be talking to you again. Well, listen, we have a lot to cover on the show today. We got a lot of callers calling in, making sure they get their advice straight from our lips.
The loosest lips we can have here in the
lips
church.
Of an angel. Ecclesiastes 13:5. He who does not listen to the lips of an angel is lost.
Not too long ago, I was very much down in the dumps. Dare I say I was desperate to find the Lord's love anywhere I could. And it didn't start off with all of the apps that they tell you to look for. I was going straight alleyways.
You're never going to find it there.
No, not there. Not in the alleyways. Never. And so I had a friend recommend Christian Mingle to me, and that's how I found my soon-to-be life partner, Ronaldo.
Oh my God, can we give a round of applause for Ronaldo, everyone? We love Ronaldo. Come on, just a round of, yeah. Woo!
Round of applause for Ronaldo.
I mean, actors, superstitious bunch, you know, like, do you have any rituals you do?
I do.
Beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah, I do. I guess in perspective to Ragathor, saving Ragathor, something I did for that film was to really get into character. Daniel, Sorcerer of the Eight Deltas. I visited a shaman who led me through a number of different experiences with Delta 8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that opened up a lot for me.
Windows or doors? Or,
Everything.
see? They're everywhere. They're
I mean,
everywhere.
it opened everything.
Yes.
But yeah, I think something that, you know, I really took from that role and I brought into subsequent roles is, you know, making sure that I do what I can to get out of this like prison. This
shell. Yeah.
Let me out.
You ever,
you know,
sometimes you just want to sit and just.
Yeah, so a lot of Delta
understand.
8, a lot of ketamine recently.
You ever try ayahuasca?
Ayahuasca, yeah.
That'll take you to new heights.
Yeah, yeah,
Highs and lows.
yeah. Yeah, so I think in terms of, I don't know if that's necessarily a superstition.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate ladders. That's a superstition.
You know what?
And
I saw that on set for Saving Ragathor.
Yeah.
I clocked that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
clocked it. Yeah.
Had that little meltdown like on the first day of filming, and it was.
I cannot walk under them.
And why should you? You shouldn't have to.
As an actor, I feel like that's something that's prevented me from getting roles before.
God, it must be so tough with like your fear of ladders. I mean, they're so popular on set.
Yeah, I've actually spoken to the DP about this. You know, you have all these ladders and the crew climbing up in them, and I don't know what they do up there. Lights are turning on and off.
It doesn't seem like a
There's
lot.
Sticks with microphones on them. Like, make a taller stick.
You know?
Why are ladders a part of
The wires
the
are
equation
so
at
long.
all?
It's just
and
so,
I'm trying.
yeah.
I'm trying to give the people what they need behind that camera.
And they're just climbing around
And
trying to make your life harder.
We got some people monkey barring around on these fucking ladders.
Literally.
Excuse my language.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, go be a fireman.
Yeah.
Go paint a house. Work on a roof.
Do something like
This
productive. You know what I
This
mean?
is a studio.
Yeah. I think.
This is a movie.
And I think that if we're making a movie, we should be only dealing with actors. Let's look into the
What does
dark.
scare you?
Whew. I mean, do you want are you thinking like surface level, or are you talking about like deep rooted fear? Because I mean, like, you know, what did scare me was getting this haircut, like at first,
Yeah.
or you know,
Vanity.
or yes, or you know, what also does scare me is ugly dogs. Why can't they all be cute? You know what I mean? Honestly, ugly people scare me a lot too. I just think that like, since we're in the business of seeing something I don't like, it's just like, oh, really scary. What is really like, I want to be able to see like Layne's essence. Like, what are we drawing from?
Yeah.
What's the fire that's kind of like propelling you forward on your journey?
Yeah. I think back to that 4-year-old in Harlem
Yeah, exactly.
who was good enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you, I'll save it. It was just like an intrusive thought. I'll save it. Keep going. Intrude? I don't know. I don't know like a ton about Harlem or like what your like upbringing was, but like, I saw the new remake of like White Men Can't Jump, and I just think like, I don't know, I feel like you'd be lovely in like a kind of like more urban role.
I can jump, unfortunately, otherwise.
You can?
Yeah.
See,
I don't know how you fake
I
lack
know.
of vertical.
You know what?
I could try.
Sports movies honestly scare me a little bit too.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
ever do anything like sports related?
Um,
I don't know. You just like, I've never.
I played Secretariat, if you
Yeah.
don't remember.
Oh my God, that's so.
Yeah.
I don't know how I forgot, but it's just
Makeup was a bitch. Sorry if I can't say that.
Ooh, can
Yeah.
he say bitch? Can he say bitch on set?
You just said
Oh
it
my
twice,
God.
so.
Ooh, I said bitch on set. Ooh,
Three
third time's the
times.
charm. But I mean, like, it's probably like a Jim Carrey, like Grinch situation. Him,
Yeah.
you know, feeling like torture with that Secretariat makeup. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. I don't know how I
Yeah.
didn't think about that, but like other than that, I mean, would you do any other sports ones? You've never really seemed like athletic to me, but I don't know.
No, I am.
Oh, okay. Invisible
It's less
strength.
about that.
Yeah.
Sports are kind of art in a different way.
They
right?
can. There's something that can be so personal. You're right.
And I think I had some trouble with sports growing up.
Yeah. What did you play?
Played basketball.
Okay. Yes, obviously.
And I don't know if you know the Harlem Globetrotters, but
Loved them on The Amazing Race.
neighbors. So I
Really? Oh my God, that's crazy.
This is embarrassing, but I used to play with them all the time after school.
Oh my God.
I didn't know how to dribble, so I just passed the ball a lot
Yeah. Little.
and would shoot when the pass wasn't an option because those were my only two options at the time. And
Can we get an ashtray?
yeah, yeah, I'm sure they've got
I'm gonna.
one.
If they don't have, I mean,
Just-
that's
yeah.
fine. If you want me,
I
I
think
mean,
this plant's almost dead anyways.
you know what? I can just. That's what they have this for.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you know, it's to catch all of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what I just, you know. Ugh, God, you know, art is messy. This is art. You know,
Yeah.
I just so authentic.
You can have there's an
Oh,
extra
oh,
one.
that one too. Oh yeah. Just look, we're collecting.
I tend to light mine on fire.
I know you're sitting there wondering how. You're just wondering how. How do I do something like that?
We have a caller on the line. This is Samantha from I'm seeing San Diego. Samantha, yes, your question?
Hi guys, I have been a fan of the pod for so long.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, gee, thank you.
Welcome back, girly.
Thank you.
I just wanted to know if there were any hairstyles that you thought were the best for attracting a God-loving man.
Personally, I believe a landing strip is best to get a godly man because if you just leave a couple little inches on the sides, it could look like a cross. And if you leave a little more on there, you could say it's the 3 wooden crosses from that one country song. That will truly attract a God-fearing man for you.
Hopefully that was a good answer. Or get vajazzled. Anyway, that's our show. Thank you so much for coming through, Samantha, and calling. We're going to take a break. We have some we have some ads for you.
I have to change my tampon.
The Lips of an Angel outro.
Oh, we have to sing. We have
Oh
to
my
sing. Our
gosh.
producer's telling us we have to sing the lips of an
Yes.
angel.
Oh, we have to. Oh, she will never get enough of these pipes. I'll tell you what.
Here we go.
Lips
Lips of an angel.
Got this shit. So what's next?
Well, I mean, we just wrapped up the actual like press junket and everything for White Grackle. Obviously, like I'm promoting it here and stuff. But my next film, obviously, is what this is in preparation for. I know this is not a look people normally see me in. It's kind of giving rom-com, it's giving horror, it's just
Orphan
giving
2.
Yes.
Lost in New York.
Yes, Orphan 2, Lost in New York. There's love, there's, coming of age. It's also very cultural. I thought about you during it since we're set in New York.
In Harlem.
I wanted them to spotlight some stuff in Harlem. So yeah, Orphan 2, Lost in New York. I will be doing this. I mean, I think they've finally given me a love interest, actually, instead of just like...
Which is so necessary for someone who's depicting a preteen.
Yeah, I think it was, for the first one, it was so much just like her own rage, and I don't know where it was coming from. Like, make me make me like multi-dimensional.
I didn't see Annie wanting to kill anyone.
No, I know. And because she had
Miss Hannigan.
Yeah, she had Miss Hannigan, she had a dog, she had love in her life. Like, why can't we just like give them love and like So I'm gonna be doing that. Orphan 2, Lost in New York. We've got
wait to see it.
Pretty stacked cast. I won't lie. I don't want to drop too many names. We have we got Mel Gibson, Will Forte. We've got Whoopi Goldberg. We've got Roseanne, and also who am I forgetting? She is literally so forgettable. Oh, Ellen DeGeneres. Yep. And it's gonna be literally insane. It's gonna be so insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough about, it's a lot, but enough about me. What are you going to be doing for your next projects? Film, TV, also band things, if that's what you...
Coming out with an album later this year with my band, The Rich Girlfriends.
Nice.
And really can't wait for us to, start touring, but it's going to be hard because I wanted to say this to the end, but I'm doing a movie about a carpenter who travels around performing miracles.
Are we talking Jesus?
I am playing Jesus.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
In the new
amazing.
American Horror Story. So.
Oh my gosh, I love the religious themes. Yes.
So it's going to be new for me. I'm not used to TV, but they have a really foundationally solid take on what would happen if Jesus focused more on the carpentry.
Yeah, instead of getting
than being the Son of God.
Distracted by responsibility.
Yeah, so I'm a lot of ladders.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I'm working on that. And then, like I said, I'm also working on that movie where I'm going to be, depicting a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
It's part movie, part therapy.
Yeah. You're literally so booked and busy.
I'm really excited. Yeah. This year has, 2024 has a lot in store for both of us. Probably a little bit more for me than you, but like, you're an odd year person. 2025, you'll be doing just a little bit less than me rather than like a lot less than me.
Sorry, it's getting towards the end. Yeah. Yeah. Odd years, even years, man. Just,
Yeah.
I started 2024 and I was like, oh, it's going to be an even year. But I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, this really brought my spirits up. Like,
yeah,
I was so excited that we could.
I have that effect on people, so I'm glad we got to do this for you.
Special effects, baby.
Yeah, special effects.
Because we're special, and you affect me, and I affect you.
I appreciate you thinking that.
Of course.
It's. Maybe next time we do this, you'll have a different haircut.
I know. I'll be like unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Maybe you can.
Cuter.
Yeah. Maybe you can like dress up for the next one, and we can see you in a different look. Yeah. I think it'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw this on.
Yeah. I could tell.
I was gonna go on a run.
I love
after this.
Yeah.
So.
I know you've been trying to, get your heart rate up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. I love that for you.
Got a low heart rate most of the time.
Yeah. Cold-blooded.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
I mean, it's that
yeah.
vocal fry. Everybody wants to talk like that.
When I go
they're-
back home to Harlem, I
Yeah.
talk different too.
Yeah. How do you talk when you go back to Harlem? Like, do you?
No,
No?
I'm good.
Okay.